crafty friends. Welcome to Happy Place Crafting, crafting therapy for the soul. I hope you all are doing terrific. I am doing just dandy. What is that? Oh, that's like, what is that? It's the Brad. I was trying to pick it off of there. I totally forgot what I was doing yesterday. All right. It's just been one of those mornings. You're gonna have to forgive me. It's Monday morning. Today is day 22 of Dear Prompts. Prompt card plus art play equals a journal or a journal page or a card or whatever you want to do. Let's pick, let's do the Queen of Hearts. It's our color today. Action, let's just do that one. An element. Let's do that one. An element and a make. What are we going to get for make today? Let's do that. Okay. Let's move these out of the way. They're getting down there again. Let's get these and zoom us in and see what we're talking about today. Ooh, our color today is Pumpkin Patch. Very interesting. Not at all the way I wanted to go, but we'll figure it out. Our action is stencil. Ooh, I love that. Okay. Our element is a book page. And our make is a list. If we could find a book page that was a list, we could kill two birds with one stone there. We could stencil over it in pumpkin patch colors, and then that would be that. But it won't be that easy, you know this, right? Okay. Let's zoom back out. All right. Well, we need a book page. And that I have no shortage of. That is for sure. I'm actually thinking wonder if there's any. What ones are these? These are the 50s ones. I love that. It's Bobby Darin. Mac the Knife. It's so crazy. What's on the other side of that? Kingston Trio. Sal Mineo. Goodness gracious, Gertie. Alright. I was looking for a blank page. Here we go. There we go. We're going to use that. That way we get this one and this one in two. Because this is a page from a book. It was a book that was, that let you know how much different albums were worth, or singles were worth at the time. This was like from the 80s, I think. And it's a list, so we killed two birds with one stone there. So we are going to glue this down. And we're going to need to remove this for a moment while we do that. All right. We'll put that back when we're done. Let's just glue it down. I watched Bitty Penny this morning while I was trying to get things done and release my new kit, Purple Rain or Shine. It is a purple background kit. It's in 2 pieces, 2 different. The first one I released today, the second one I'll release tomorrow. Today's was 40 pages, tomorrow will be 30 pages. It's actually a little bit more than that. So there's over 70 pages. They're background pages that are all purple themed, and I'll give you a little preview of it here in a second as soon as we get this glued down here. Let's see. This might be a fairly easy one. Ah, come here. Come on. Get this one. And don't worry, these pieces will not go to waste. They'll go into my other pile to use. We could have trimmed that off, I suppose, but that's okay. All right. We've got that pumpkin patch and stencil. I wonder if I have a pumpkin stencil. That might be interesting. Let me see. If I do. I kind of feel like, I know I have like a turkey one. Actually, that's a color, so it doesn't really have to be a pumpkin patch. We didn't remember that. It's just a color, but it might be kind of cool to do a pumpkin patch. So let's just see what we've got here. Alright, that's the star, flowers, those and that. Butterflies. We've got flutterbys. There's so many in here. Some of these I made, some of them I bought. Circles. See, there's my that. All right, there's Christmas. There's a lot in here. It's a poinsettia. Never even used that. More shapes. What's this one? Christmas. It's candy and stuff. That's like spring. Those are odds and ends ones. More shapes. More shapes. That's like beach. Winter. This is fall. I think we'll use that. Oh look, this one's got like leaves and things too. Oh, there's another poinsettia one. Okay. Let's see if we can get these all back in here. I need to put these in a book or something, I have a feeling. But it have to be a big book. It have to be like a book with 12 by 12 pages. Maybe like an old scrapbook. Maybe I need when I go to the, whoops, put these back in here. Maybe when I go to the thrift store. I need to keep my eye out for an old scrapbook. Okay, I kind of feel like using this big pumpkin and then doing some leaves. What do we think? I kind of like that idea. Should we could watercolor, we could use paint, we could use, I kind of feel like using paint. It's not exactly what I thought we would do though. Maybe let's do, I know what we're going to do. We're going to do leaves in the background, and then we're going to do a couple pumpkins with paint on top of all the leaves, so it'll be layered. Let's do that. So let's do leaves with some inks. Let's grab our board. Where is it? Ta-da! Ta-da, ta-da! Grab my board. Let's use yellow. We could use red, orange. Let's use brown. Alright, let's use those. Oh, and wait. I need that because I'm going to use that for something. Okay. Oh, I wanted to show you, before I get much further, the Purple Rain kit, or Shine kit. This one is A. That's the one I released today. It's 40 US letter size pages. It is a really cool kit, and I'll just thumb through it here real quick just to show you. And this is printed on copy paper. It's not printed on cardstock. It's not even printed on fancy photo paper. So if you print it on that, the colors are going to be even more vibrant than they are now. It is definitely a lot of purple. And I printed so much this morning that my printer was like, stop it. When I was printing the second part for tomorrow, I was like, it was getting caught up. It was tired. So I was like, I better give it a rest. I didn't even print. A few pages had lines on them because it needed, the print head needed cleaned, and I was like, I'm not doing it again. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And they're just backgrounds. Nothing fancy. But they are gorgeous. This is one of my favorite ones right here. I don't know why, I just really love it. I really wanted to use one of them today, but these aren't really pumpkin colors. So I will set them aside and I will use them as soon as I am given the opportunity to by our prompt cards. So anyways, go get it. It is part of the members. They get it for free, and next month it will be released to the general public, and it will be, this part will be $1. So 40 pages for $1 is a pretty good deal, folks. And the second part will be $1 as well, which you could have just paid $1 this month, which you still can, and you could get all the Makers and Mayhem, you can get the Take and Create, and you can get both parts of this. So for $1, you get 70 pages from this. There's over 70 pages from the Maker's Mayhem, and there's many pages from the Take and Create that I added to that as well. So, I mean, you get, for $1, you're getting probably 200, close to 200 pages. So, that's a really good deal. I'm not trying to, like, make money on this, folks. Because out of that $1, I get, like, 50 cents. So, you know, this isn't, like, rocket science here. Okay, let's... Look, there's still paint on this. Let's do this. And I'm not trying to be a commercial, but I do want you to be aware what I do have available for you out there. Because I think it's good to know what's there. What I got for you. How else are you going to know? Maybe you missed the video. There is a little video that's a flip through as well that shows you what else there. I think I'm going to love this. It's kind of apropos because today it finally like started to cool down a little bit. And because last week we had a week of like cool weather, then last week it was warm again, back up into the high 80s, and now this week it's supposed to rain all week, but then it's supposed to get cooler, back to fall weather again, which makes me happy. Okay, that for that. We had some leaves over here. Let's use some of these. Ooh, wait, let's use this one. I want to put this one here. Let's use orange for this one. Orange, orange, orange. So this morning, like I said, I watched Bitty Penny. She's doing Christmas. I'm not ready for Christmas. You know, I just am not. I'm like in denial about the fact that Christmas is even coming. Because the cost of everything has gone up, and that just makes my spending money way less than it used to be, and so it makes the holidays a little bit stressful. So, but I have really good kids, so I don't really worry about it. They know the situation. Ooh, look how beautiful that is. I love that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love it, I love it, I love it. Let's use this big one down here. Do another orange one. I remember when I was I think it was in middle school. We lived we lived in a nice area. And there was lots and lots and lots of trees. And I can remember as an assignment, we had to go and get leaves, and then put them in a book and identify the leaves. That was like a science project we had to do. Ooh, look how pretty that is. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, that's orange. Yellow. Yellow, yellow, mellow. Let's use a small one here. Anyways, my whole family went. Like we made it like my parents made it like a family project. And we went and got all the these leaves from the park, from all these different trees. I had a ton of different ones. And it was pretty cool. I remember thinking how fun it was. And you know, like when you're in middle school, you're getting to that age where you don't really want to spend a lot of time with your parents, you know. So, but I do remember thinking how fun it was. Let's do this. I'm running out of room. Maybe let's do the yellow one down here on top of these. Or below it. It kind of looks like it's below it. All right. Let's do another one of these. That's red. Let's do a red one. Soften that up. Let's do a red one. Anyways, I was watching Hazel this morning. She had a haul, a new haul, and she had some Avon soap, and it got me thinking about my grandma. Anytime I see Avon, I think about my grandma, because my grandma always had Avon perfumes and stuff, and powders and stuff like that. Ooh, look how pretty that is. I need another small one. Maybe. Maybe we need one like right here. Coming off the page here. Look how pretty that is. Anyway, she had all those, you know, remember when perfume bottles were shaped like, like women and cars and things like that. I can remember going into her bathroom and there always being those sitting around. But then I got to thinking about how, oh my gosh, she would probably love what I'm doing, because she loved auctions and thrift stores and garage sales. She was like, you know, that was her thing. She loved them. And she grew up during the Great Depression, and she saved everything. And I didn't realize it until I got older, but she was probably a hoarder, but like not like a messy hoarder. She just, I think she had some rooms that were like, you know, I know that she had rooms that were like off limits to people. We were not allowed to go in. I know like her basement, she had a 1-story house, and I know that the basement was like full of stuff. I kind of want to let's do some more orange here. I just want to kind of pick up on these sides just to, so it's not so blank. But yeah, like I didn't know, but I'm sure she probably was very much so. I don't know. Maybe a tip here. And a tip there. Whoops. I got that on that page. Whoops. Oh well. C'est la vie. I think we're good now. I think we're good. I like this. I love it. This is pretty. It's very pretty. I love it when they turn out the way I think they're going to. That makes me happy. All right, now we're going to get some orange paint. Stick that back in there. Let's take this down. We don't need that. I do need one of these. And what did I do with the paint? See, I got smart and I put just the rainbow colors, pretty much, up here, so that I could use them when I needed to, and I didn't have to like get up and go get them. We're just going to use this makeup sponge, and we're just going to do this. And here we go. What do we think? Do we like it? We do. We like it. Alright, where's the other? Oh, this is the other one here. Let's put this one here. And do this. What do we think? I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Let's set it over here so we don't make a mess. All right. Put those down. Now we don't need any more paint. I do want to dry this because I want to be able to like outline this so it stands out a little bit more. If I can get the hair dryer off the thing. Okay, let's dry this. It smells so good. I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. I don't know why. It smells like warm paper. And warm paper must smell good to me. I don't know why. It's just kind of like the bookstore smell. When you walk in the bookstore, it just smells good. That fresh paper. But anyways, I was talking about my grandma. I kind of feel like, I know now that my grandma probably had OCD, and that it wasn't just that she lived through the Great Depression. So, because my aunt for sure had it, her daughter, and because her house was messy, but I had no idea that like back then we didn't know these things, especially as kids. Um, and um, my father for sure had it. Now, growing up with my father, he had, um, like our house had to be immaculate. He had like kind of the opposite, because it is like two sides of the spectrum, right? You either are like obsessive about, cleaning things, and this doesn't seem to be thick enough. Let's thicken up something here. It's a 4. Let's try a 6. Yeah, that's better. Much better. But then as he got older, he kind of got the more hoarding tendencies, not, and his house was still clean. He just liked to keep things that probably really didn't need to be kept. And I know that I, for sure, have some of those tendencies. That's why I have to kind of keep an eye on and make sure that I'm still getting rid of things. Because my kids would be like, Mom, you do not need that. What do we think? Kind of liking it. Kind of liking it. I feel like it needs something else, though. What else are we going to add to it? I love this leaf right here. That's like my very favorite one. Well, because we have this on this side, maybe we need something on this side. Maybe we need a leaf that we need another leaf. Hold on. Hold on, I'm trying to find another book page. This is from an old Mary Higgins Clark book. See how it's colored, discolored? I love it. Let's just do another one on here. And then we'll back it and we'll cut it. Okay. So this book isn't old, but it's old. You know what I mean? It's old enough that it's discolored. But and it doesn't really smell old. It doesn't smell old. I know, you'd be like, lady, you're crazy. Okay, let's do this one. Wait, what did I do with that? Did I put that back? I thought I did. Okay, this is going to need to go over here because that's not working for me. Oh, I did. I just pushed it back too far. Okay. I pushed it back too far. See, this is what I get for putting things away before I know that I'm done. Alright. Because I put all those away, and now here I go. I got to spend time getting them all back out. Okay. Give me the orange. Orange, 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 orange. Okay. Let's do this. Gorge, gorge, gorge. Give me that orange. I kind of love stenciling, but I've always loved stenciling. I think I've said that before. I just never had stenciled with ink, really. I'd always stenciled with paint. Boy, love that. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. Let's put that down there. Let's put this back. But we're not going to push it all the way back this time where I can't find it. Alright. Let's back this. Do we want to use the whole thing? Do we want to use the whole? No, I don't know. I don't know. Well, we're going to glue it and then we'll decide. Let's use this one. Let's use this one. We're going to glue it and then we'll decide what we want to do. Do. Shoop. All right. Let's glue it down. Let me call you sweetheart. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. I kind of feel like I want this to be a little rough. Ooh. That's interesting. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it because I just find it interesting. Let's do this one. And this one. And don't worry, these little bits are not going to go to waste because these little bits I will stamp on, even this one, and turn into labels. So, we don't want things to go to waste. All right, let's ink this. There's a gnat. Do you see it? Flying around here? I don't know where it's come from. This is what happens when you live in the country. You get all kinds of lovely little creatures. We gotta continuously spray for spiders, and our main problem really is these teeny tiny little ants. But I think, knock on wood, that I got them taking, like this year they were hardly bad at all, but I really was very diligent about, because usually they're only in the kitchen, but they're like sugar ants or something is what they're called. But you know, I keep the tops wiped off and everything, but they just like to get in, you know, try to get in. And so do we need like a little pumpkin or something here? This needs something. I'm looking at this thinking, or am I thinking too much about it? thinking this needs something. I feel like it needs something. But anyways, yeah, they weren't that bad this year. That's too big. I don't know. It really doesn't need anything. I'm just overthinking this. Tell me to stop overthinking it. Like, look, it's fine the way it is. You do not need to keep overthinking this. And this can hook in right there. Well, let's move this up a little bit. Let's move this up to here. Okay. That's better. I don't mind that at all. I hope there's no, I don't think there's anything bad in here. Hers were like whodunits, but they were kind of like romantic a little bit. Let's write these down on here so we have something. Okay, the color was Pumpkin Patch. The action was stencil. The make was a list. And the element was a book page. All right, so let's see if we did it. Let's zoom in. Transition. Okay. So, book page. Well, we used this, plus we used this, which is a page out of a book. The make was a list, which this is in a list form. Love that. Action stencil. We stenciled leaves, a leaf on here. We also stenciled pumpkins with paint. And the color was Pumpkin Patch, which we clearly have the orange, the yellow, the red, the yellow, the brown, you know, we've got it all. So let's stick that back there. I love it, I love it, I love it. I do love it. All right, that's it for today, folks. Not quite an hour today. There you go. You're off the hook early. Thanks for hanging out with me. I just really so much appreciate you. Let me know in the comments if you remember Avon. Did you ever buy from Avon? Look, this ring I have here, this got Taurus, isn't it, the bulls on it? I bought this from Avon I know it was well over 20 years ago. Sterling silver. I've worn it every day of my whole life since then. Every day for the last 20 some years I've worn this ring. Yeah, it's one I always wear because I'm a Taurus, of course, you know. I imagine it'll be Sophie's someday because she's the only other Taurus of my kids, so I imagine it'll be hers someday. Maybe she'll wear it. Hopefully she will. She likes jewelry. My other daughter Sadie does not like jewelry too much, and my daughter Katie, she's kind of hit or miss with it. Sometimes she'll wear it, sometimes she won't. So, and my boys are really not into jewelry like that. They just aren't. No necklaces, rings, watches even. They don't, not their thing. So, not fancy Nancy like that. Alright, so let me know in the comments if you remember Avon and if what your favorite purchase from Avon was. And thanks Hazel for that little memory, a little walk down memory lane. Because it's good to think, you know, about things like that, you know. Alright, remember that crafting is cheaper than therapy, and we get to make really cool friends, and we get to make really cool stuff. And until next time, I will catch you later. Ta-ta!